Hi everyone. So last month, an Elite Fatria show scheduled for July 29th at the Lost Lake Lounge was cancelled after a local punk band singer named Swirling left Facebook posts and comments defaming my band as a front for violent misogyny due to my passion for criminal justice reform and its intersection, as I see it, with the men's rights movement. The lineup, which included 4 other bands, pulled out of the show after Swirling's actions, seemingly in fear of the public association with his allegations. Swirling then went on to make statements about my band to the Westword in an article titled, "Ross Swirling of Allout Helter tells nihilistic dudes to shove it," where he alleges that our band logo looks, quote, suspiciously like a swastika, and he reaffirms his belief that we are some kind of, quote, front. He also says that we should punch up, not down, calling us assholes. It's worth noting that this guy has never met or talked to me. The Westword also provides false details of my criminal history, claiming that I burned my ex's father's house down, when the truth is that I caused around $7,000 in damages to the house, leaving it mostly intact. I also called 911 on my own crime anonymously because I didn't want anyone to get hurt. They also leave out that I was suffering from a psychotic episode that lasted the better part of a year when I committed my crime, or that I had lived with 15 years of untreated depression prior to my psychotic episode. The article author, Kyle Harris, had reached out to me for comment on the show cancellation, and I replied saying, quote, "I don't have any specific comments. My experience with the prison system and mental illness has given me a lot of compassion for people, including those who attempt to harm me financially. I can only imagine what it's like to be Mr. Swirling." I went on to say, although I was not fully quoted in the article, quote, "Generally, I consider myself pretty fortunate to have had this experience, and to have learned about this aspect of the Denver music community. I continue to believe that mass incarceration is a societal blight, that inmate labor programs are a form of slavery in the United States, and that both of these issues primarily affect men." Now, it's true that I consider myself fortunate to have had this experience. So this type of ironic activism where a guy with a degree and a job in his field of study can successfully attack a parolee that's recovering from mental illness is becoming more typical in today's society. So to compare me with this guy, for the past 2 decades I lived on an average salary of $9,000 a year. I've been homeless. I was incarcerated for 6 years. I can't vote, and I was legally enslaved while I was incarcerated. And the lack of compassion shown to people that have been through situations like mine shows me just how important my advocacy is. So it's really something to see Denver musicians making such a public show that they don't care about nuance or the kinds of heavy subjects my life experience brings to the table. And this frees me from the illusion that they really believe in anything, and that makes the nihilistic dudes comment in the article title all the more ironic. So the fact that I've angered this person and his activist friends tells me that I've really hit on something important. The compassion I have for prisoners, and men generally, especially demonized men, is something that really seems to bother them. And it bothers them so much they'll kick and spit at second-class citizens who don't have the same rights they do. And that's unfortunate for them. I think they really get something out of having compassion for the underdog rather than conjuring devils out of their own projections. And that's all I have to say about that for now. Might do more videos soon. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.